So I watched Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. There was a dungeon and there were a few dragons, so I got everything that I wanted out of the movie. I went in without seeing a single trailer for the movie, so I really didn't know what to expect, and I'm really glad I did. I just know the trailer would have spoiled a lot of things, and a lot of the best scenes and the best jokes would have been in the trailer, and I would have already seen them before going into the movie. Even though a lot of the humour didn't land for me, there were a few moments where I did genuinely laugh. Though not necessarily a comedy, it has a more lighthearted approach than previous Dungeons and Dragons movies. I adored the action in it. The fight scenes in particular were choreographed very well. I particularly enjoyed a fight scene involving Michelle Rodriguez, who has to escape from some guards, and when she's just smashing people on their heads with a brick, just the brick colliding with helmets and people getting thrown around, the sound design for it was absolutely fantastic. Really loved it. There were some interesting uses of magic as well. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm sure most of those spells that were used in the movie were used in real life games as well. One of my issues with the movie, it has lots of expository dialogue, but I get it, it has to be that way because there's this whole new world, rules, and everything has to be explained. Not always explained very well or very naturally, but it's fine, I guess. The movie has interesting enough characters, everyone does a fine enough job, and it's exactly how I imagined a Dungeons and Dragons game would play out. Never played myself, but it's just a bunch of people who don't really know what the fuck they're doing and just trying random shit and just seeing what works. The movie does have quite a lot of puppetry and practical effects that I wasn't expecting. Like, for example, when a tentacle is choking someone's face, it's actually there. So it goes a long way when there's actually something there. Your brain knows that it's actually there. When it's CGI, something always feels a bit off and it's just like, is that even really there? And it takes you out of the movie. I do feel that it goes on for a bit too long with some pacing issues. The movie goes so fast. Every scene moves at a breakneck speed, but it feels slow at the same time. It's a 2-hour movie and I definitely think it could have been cut down a little bit more. All I needed from the movie was to be better than the 2000 movie and the subsequent straight-to-DVD sequels. And it definitely succeeds at that. It's a good time, and even if you're not really into Dungeons and Dragons, you're into just a fantasy, generic kind of world, then it's definitely the movie for you. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can see the movie for yourself and come up with your own opinion. As always, more videos to come, and thank you for listening to me ramble on about a movie for a few minutes. Have a good one.